Hey, great Wednesday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas. Good evening, good evening, good evening. El Gallo de Joe Valdez. Good evening, good evening. It is just a nice, cool, a little damp evening in the city of Brownsville, guys. I don't think that much rain has fallen after the first rains that we experienced earlier this morning. I've been inside the office most of the day, so I'm not exactly sure if it rained much throughout the day. But let me say that it looks kind of awesome. I think the chance of rain here locally on our border town is going to be 30%, 40% chance of rain, which that basically tells me is that we should be good for the next couple of days. But a beautiful day, guys. Beautiful day. As the little I saw of it, nice, fresh, and cool and calm. I like those days actually. Peppermint Patty, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, Amelida, good evening, good evening, Alea, good evening, good evening. Steve, my man, good evening, Alicia Hermosa. Good evening, Elaine, good evening, Monica, da, 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 da. Hermosa, Monica from Jennings, Louisiana. You have light. Yes, guys. Thank y'all so much for y'all that showed up this morning to this morning show. Actually, this morning we had absolutely no electricity as the downtown. No electricity, so I literally had to do the show from my phone. Which let me tell you, after a week of traveling through Mexico, let me tell you, I got very much used to doing my shows via the telephone. But it was kind of a weird deal, guys. Electricity went out in a great big old chunk of downtown, at least the area that we were at. Not even the single lights were working. It was horrible, horrible. And we would get the text, so I appreciate the people that actually came out to work on the light situation. But we did receive the text, and you know, first one said 10 o'clock, then it said 11, then it said 12. We finally got our electricity restored downtown at our office, guys. Like I would say 11ish, 11:30ish, somewhere around that time. It was not a good situation. It was just not good for anyone that lives downtown. And again, guys, it very upsetting for a lot of us that do our best to try and pay for a light bill on time. You know, no electricity, no gasoline, and no water, and no toilet paper. What is this country coming to, folks? I mean, goodness gracious alive. I mean, it has been a rocky road since January 20th of this year, guys. It has been most definitely a very, very rocky road. And, one of the things that I did have to read in regards to the national news, guys, is that they're going to start the construction of the wall down at the border, guys. I'm not exactly sure if it's anywhere close by where we're at, guys. But let me say, yeah, it should have been going on for some time now. Finish the damn wall. As much as people may say, oh, it doesn't do an ounce of liquor good, finish the damn wall. You already started it. It's already been started. Administration after administration have been putting money into it. Finish the wall. Just finish it. Just do it. So I'm glad that that's happening, guys. As I think the Biden administration finally realized that they got to finish the damn wall. I don't know what I thought about that, guys. I've been going to Matamoros a lot. I was actually in Matamoros yesterday on Tuesday. Had myself some uh, gorditas, some tacos de patita. Have y'all had that? Let me tell you, patita, amazing, amazing. Good evening, Elda. Hello, Anelda. Good evening, Ramona, Hermosa. Good evening. Good evening, Raquel. Actually, this morning when the lights went out, guys, it actually brought to my mind what a lot of you must have experienced during that time that there was that the lights went out here in the city of Brownsville for a week, guys. I was going like, goodness gracious alive, man. And of course, as y'all knew, I did the Ted Cruz. I was in Cancun, Mexico, when everyone out here was suffering with no electricity. Again, I, unlike Ted Cruz, I didn't do it on purpose. I actually planned it just right. But that's the way God is with me. God's been very, very good to me. So, yeah, the first day that the freeze hit here in February, guys, I was on a plane heading to Cancun, Mexico. And on my way back, Ted and I crossed paths. And I said, "Hey, Ted, what's up, bro? I hear that they're taking a lot of pictures of you and a lot of comments in regards to you coming up down to Cancun, bro. Should have did what I did." He goes, I know. I should have listened to you." I said, "Bro, I got some good ideas sometimes. Not all times, sometimes." Good evening, Monica Hermosa. So, if a rain from a cool front flooded Boca Chica Street, what will a hurricane do to it? And hurricane season starts June 1st. Let me say, guys, is that I hope a lot of folks that saw the pictures out there in regards to what was going on to Boca Chica Boulevard, guys, you know, actually ask themselves this same question, Peter. It is a question that we've been asking for a while now, guys. What will happen to the city of Brownsville, guys, if we get hit this hurricane season with a Category 5 hurricane? And, not to echar la sal or anything, guys, but we are due, guys. We are due. And let me say, if we don't get to it, guys, it's going to hit and we're going to get caught with our britches down, guys. It's not a good thing to be caught with your britches down. I don't know where I got that phrase from, but don't get caught with your britches down. Get caught with your britches down when it comes to no electricity, when it comes to flooding, when it comes to a hurricane coming down to the city of Brownsville, the southernmost part of Texas, guys. Can't do that. So yeah, guys, shared the pictures that were shared with me earlier this morning, guys. And let me tell you, that medium is not doing us a lick of good. I want to respond to a comment that a friend made in regards to it's TechStot. And again, guys, I've shared this with you before. We need individuals at city leadership, guys, that are actually going to accept some responsibility for the things that happen in our area, guys. And there's some things that you can control, other things that you cannot control. Guys, we cannot control the weather. Unfortunately for us, we cannot. So we cannot stop a hurricane from coming our way. We can sure as heck prepare for it and plan for it and be ready for it, guys. Same thing with the median that was being built on Boca Chica, guys. Guys, look, we don't own uh, Boca Chica Boulevard, guys. It is a state road. I understand that 100% completely, guys. I just want some local leadership that are going to go out there and fight for our rights and say, hey, we want this to be functional. Again, I stated it this morning, I stated it before. Guys, the only ones that suffer are small business, guys. Our small business owners down Boca Chica Boulevard are suffering, guys. And I had a chance to see the mayor, the governor of the state of Texas, Greg Abbott, guys. I actually had a chance to see a couple of the short clips he was throwing out there on social media. Did anyone else see them? He actually was at a place that I frequented sometimes while in Austin called Juan in a Million. Has anyone been to Juan in a Million up in Austin? They serve these big old tacos, not like Wowies, like the ones that we used to have. But has anyone been to Juan in a Million out there in Austin? I mean, it's not a fancy little restaurant, but the governor of the state of Texas, Greg Abbott, was out there with Juan in a Million owner or founder or something. And they were talking about small business because it is Support Small Business Week, guys. Amazing that would fall on the week where Boca Chica is really, really suffering, guys. Again, guys, uh, the ones that are suffering most of all throughout the construction on Boca Chica Boulevard, guys, and now with the flooding, guys, are all small business. And again, I've said this before, guys. Once you lose that continuity, guys, with individuals that come regularly to your place of business, guys, it's very, very hard to get that back. O sea, you got individuals that regularly go to your spot on Boca Chica because it was accessible. It was on their way to work. It was easy to get to. Guys, now small business down Boca Chica is not easy to get to, much less when you have to have a little boat, a little canoe, a little lanchita to get from one place to another, guys. And you would think, folks, that with all the construction going on, you would think that with everything that's going on in regards to the median, the work that they were doing on the sides. Do you remember how they started? And I actually thought they were going to put up another bike lane, guys, and put more turtles down Boca Chica, like they have turtles here on Sam Pearl Boulevard. I think that's what it's called, Sam Pearl Boulevard. Ugly turtles, and on 7th Street, ugly turtles, guys. That's what I thought they were going to do. But again, the question is that what is most needed down Boca Chica, guys? And the answer is absolutely not. We don't need a medium on Boca Chica as much as we need for it not to flood. And one thing that is evident after today, guys, is that no matter how tall of a median they place, Willie could still jump over it. Free Willie. No, guys, having a medium is not the most important thing down the Boca Chica Boulevard. And again, if you know anyone that has a business down Boca Chica, ask them. But part of the problem is no one is vocal here in the city of Brownsville, guys. No one is vocal in regards to the things that ail us, guys. Or not. Today was a very weird day for me. I um I planned a trip. Actually, I'm going to Colombia in August, and I got asked today by someone, "Why are you wanting to go to Colombia?" And my response is because of the situation that's going on with the Colombian people down there, and I just like to travel. I like to place myself in difficult situations. That's one of the reasons why I desperately wanted to be in Cuba. Actually, I was supposed to be in Cuba even right now. Today, I should have been in Cuba. I wasn't going to come back till the 14th, I think, if I'm not mistaken. 17th. The 17th, guys. That's why I wanted to go to Cuba because of the adventure, guys. Going into a socialist country, guys. Seeing how people really live in Cuba with the struggles in regards to being able to acquire food products. And Lord willing, I'll be able to make that trip to Cuba later on this year as soon as more flights start coming into Havana and a lot of the restrictions are lifted, guys. But because of the situation that's going on in Colombia, I booked my flight. I will be in Colombia the first week of August. I'm hoping that the danger has minimized by then. But even with the danger, guys, I plan to be in Colombia in August. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy despegando la mente de este lugar por unos cuantos momentos. So, ojalá que la situación en Cuba, en Colombia, esté mejor para agosto, pero si no, ahí voy a estar en medio de todos los que están protestando. Me encantaría ver esa demostración. And you know why? Because these individuals out there, guys, they're being oppressed, guys. I don't know if y'all seen the pictures out there. They are really, really sad. I think El Vela was sharing some of the small video clips that people were posting on TikTok. Guys, it's amazing, guys. I mean, what a lot of these countries that don't have the blessing of living in a country like United States, guys. I mean, the struggles that these people go through, guys. I mean, the want, the yearn to be able to be free like we are here in the United States, or at least we were before January 20th. That's what I want to go experience. I want to experience the demonstrations, guys. I want to be amongst the people that are out there fighting a system, guys, because they yearn for democracy. They yearn for their voice to be heard. They yearn to have equal protection under the law, guys. They yearn to have freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom to bear arms, folks. The guns are in the hands of the military, and the military up in Colombia is doing all the ravaging, the raping, the disappearing of people, guys. And let me say that one of the places that I missed going to in Mexico City was where they killed the students, guys. Back in the, was it the late 60s, early 70s? We passed by the place, and my friend in Mexico City pointed out, ahí es donde mataron a los alumnos. That's one of the places I wanted to visit that I'll have to put on my list for next time I go to Mexico City, guys. I wanted to be there. I wanted to get the feeling of individuals crying out, yearning for something better, guys. But going to Colombia is going to be an experience, guys, and I will take you with me. And hopefully, as that we'll be able to see, witness, and talk to a lot of people that live in fear, live in fear because of an oppressive government and oppressive military force, guys. Hundreds of individuals have disappeared in Colombia. Many have been placed to death. So that's where I'll be in August. Because I want to have that experience, guys. Because we don't have that here in the United States. But one of the things that I think the people from Colombia have learned is that in order for them to have the freedoms that we take for granted here in the United States, folks, they're going to take hits. They're going to lose some loved ones, guys. Some folks are going to get thrown in jail. Many will lose their jobs, guys. Many will not have employment in Colombia. It's going to be a very, very sad situation. Taxation without representation is what's going on in Colombia, guys. Does that sound familiar? Guys, we are the model as a country. We are the model for every third world country out there, guys. For every other country out there, we are the model, guys. So to my people at in Brownsville, you might take hits for standing up for what's right. And I was having this conversation with a friend of mine as well. They said, Erasmo, stop. Stop being the voice of the people in Brownsville. Let them use their face. Let them use their name in their complaints, their yearns, their concerns. And I was going like, yeah, I understand. I just cannot stop. I cannot stop. Guys, right before going to church today, I considered, I said, why am I doing this? I considered it, guys. I said, yeah, I have a pretty cool life, man. I just cannot. There's a passage in scripture, guys. I think it's Jeremiah chapter 20, guys. Jeremiah chapter 20. And it says, me sedujiste y fui seducido. Más fuerte fuiste tú que yo. Por más que quise callar, no pude. Era como un fuego ardiente dentro de mí, el cual yo no pude apagar. It's like this fire, man. And as much, guys, and Jeremiah was talking because a lot of the people out there were bashing on him, man. They threw him in a cistern, guys, full of crap, and left him there for days. They'd beat him, they'd hit him. And he said, yeah, I'm not going to preach anymore. I'm not going to speak anymore. Jeremiah chapter 20, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I can't. Not anymore. I'm just taking these hits. So a lot of us go through that, guys. I went through that right before going to church today. I said, why do I do this? I mean, literally, guys, I'm downtown till 10:30 at night sometimes, depending on how long the show goes. Till 10:30 at night. And as much as the Brownsville's corrupt city commission and the corrupt, stupid mayor go out there and say that, hey, everything's peachy keen safe downtown with all those cameras that they bought that don't work, with that patrol station that they put up here that was supposed to be manned by the Brownsville Police Department, and it is not, guys. It's still dangerous here. And I set myself up for it, guys. I set myself up. I mean, look, guys, one of the things that I've shared with you, and Mr. Nobody, who I think is that other guy, remember that other guy, El Bad Hombre? I think it's the same one. Guys, remember how he mentioned in regards to the cartels infiltrating BISD, the food nutritional services guys? He's right. He is right. I don't know where he's getting that information, but he is 100% correct, guys. Correct. So, guys, do you think I don't think of that? That every time I get home, I might get ambushed, shot, killed? Every time I go to Matamoros, that I might get picked up? Believe it or not, guys. I mean, even the people that dislike me and are listening to me, guys, I don't have the easiest of life here in the city of Brownsville or in Matamoros, guys. I get recognized everywhere I go. Goodness gracious, I get recognized in Harlingen, Texas. But I'm not going to give up. I want something better for the city of Brownsville. And I know I'm going to take hits, guys. Just like my people up in Colombia are taking hits. So, folks, go cry me a damn river, folks. Go cry me a damn river. But stand up for something or die for nothing. And at the end of the day, guys, look, if you need to remain anonymous, if you're scared for your job, that's fine. Just support me in the private. Support me in the private, not in the privates. That would not be a good thing. Support me in private, guys. Go out to the damn ballot box. Go take people to the damn ballot box. And I'll continue to take the hits. But I'm going to go to Colombia, guys. I'm going to go to Bogota. And I'm going to experience what they're experiencing, guys. I got my flight today. It'll be in August. And I don't think that the uprust is going to be quenched by August, guys. People are hungry for what we have. And I will be there with them. So, guys, appreciate that there's other places in the world that have it far worse than we do, folks. Don't let these people fool you. Don't let this corrupt political machine that exists here in the city of Brownsville fool you, folks. We have to take back our city. We have to take back our school district. We have to take back our county, guys. We have to. Or die trying. Colombia, people are dying. Here, people are afraid to put their name to a post. And this is America, guys. This is America. And people are afraid to put their name to a post. Their concerns, their complaints. Guys, I had a heated conversation today with people in PUB. And it's kind of weird, guys, because I get special treatment from all these entities, guys. Because I didn't just get to speak to a regular customer service person out there. I got to speak to a supervisor, and I didn't even ask for it, guys. But they knew that Erasmo Castro wanted a phone call back in order to complain about the light bill, guys. Because I sure as heck did complain about the damn light bill, guys. $70 my light bill went up. $70. And guys, you've seen my office. It's just a square little piece of building. $70. And they try to say, and again, the supervisor was very nice. Very, very nice. But they don't send my concerns to regular customer service. They send me to a supervisor, which is okay. I appreciate that. $70, guys. You think I'm not going to complain? You better believe I'm going to complain. I was actually mouthing off because I was with her on the phone at Main Street Deli because I had to pick up some sopita, some spaghetti, and the girl at the cashier states ours went up $200. We're pretty upset. Guys, this is still America. You have rights, guys. Fight for your rights. Fight for your freedoms. If you don't, who will? Let's catch up with the comments. I miss hometown Brownsville. Monica, come back to Brownsville sometime soon, love. Hi, that's why I wonder where we stand while coming close to hurricane season. We have no plan. Nothing, guys. You don't believe me? Go look at Boca Chica Boulevard. We have no plan whatsoever. None. Zero. Zip. Nothing. If a hurricane hits Brownsville, guys, some of you will lose your lives. A lot of you will lose your homes. All of us are going to lose property, guys. And you know whose fault it's going to be? Yours. Yours. Because we're going to want to blame the mayor because he's so stupid. And we're going to want to blame the city commission because they're putting money in their pockets. But no. Ultimately, the ones responsible for the loss of life, the loss of property, the loss of valuables, if and when a hurricane hits the city of Brownsville, is you. You will be responsible because this is what you voted for. And if you didn't vote, this is what you voted for. No plan, no strategy, no one who will accept responsibility, folks. This is the city, the county that we live in right now. No one accepts responsibility. I need gasoline. Maybe get a scooter. Hey, Adrian, thank you for being on YouTube. Like that sucker. Like that channel, guys. All those 63 people on there, please like that channel. Go to sleep. 2020. Adios. Juliancito, good evening, Papa. Hey, Canina. The electricity came back. How long was it down today? It was down for hours. I got to my office at 8:30, Yvette. I got to my office at 8:30. Lights didn't come back till about 11:30-ish. Yvette, expect a package in the mail. I mailed that out today. I hope I put enough postage on there. It's small. So if Ashley is snitching, do you think she'll make up a story to get back at you? No. I don't think I've ever been asked this. Peter, the truth of the matter is, the FBI, let me share this. The FBI recorded 3 conversations between Sylvia Atkinson and myself. 3 conversations. And I've shared this before, but I'll share this again. 3 conversations, guys. Because what happens is, after they've recorded or they've wiretapped you guys or your phones, then they have to let you know. They have to send you a letter saying, "Hey, we were on your phone. We intercepted some conversations between you and such person." So there were 3 conversations, guys, that they picked up, and these were before I was serving on the board. she and I knew exactly where each other stood, guys. So do I think that she'll make up a story to get back at me? I don't think FBI wants to do that. And let me say, because I'll give you something that happened with Baltasar Salazar and the stupid BISD police chief and that stupid idiot Gabbard out there. Yeah, Gabbard, you're an imbecile. Baltasar Salazar tried to push forward a narrative that Minerva had gone out there and stated that I was out there cocoreando with students, you know, to mess around with students. And I had done it via social media. Guys, it's not true. 1,000% not true. 1,000% not true. So what they did, they elevated it to Homeland Security, the investigation. Guys, they can go through my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, and they will find nothing of the sorts. I have absolutely nothing to hide, Peter. And I make mention of that because they say anyone out there that wanted to invent a story, I don't think the federal government is going to go on hearsay. I mean, they've wiretapped my phone. They've listened into my conversations, guys. They know who's a crook and who's not a crook. They know who bent over to Sylvia Atkinson and who didn't, guys. And her and I were absolutely positively never on the same side, folks. So, may she could it be a possibility that she makes up a story about Erasmo? Maybe. There's absolutely no truth to it. There's no evidence. There's no documentation. There's no phone. There's nothing. I have absolutely nothing to worry about. That's why when Minerva Peña came out with her stupidity in regards to me having sex with a student in my car, guys, have you seen my car? I can't have sex with myself in my car. You think I'm going to be having sex with anybody else in my car? That's why when she came out with that stupidity, guys, the real detectives at the Brownsville Police Department, not the fake stupid police officer at BISD like Gabbard and the chief. Brownsville Police Department, they immediately said all this is political. They're trying to get back at Erasmo Castro. They knew. They knew. So do I think that she will snitch and try to get me in trouble for some reason? Maybe. I don't think she's that stupid. And let me say, guys, I have never in my life run across never have I run across, guys, someone as bright as Sylvia Atkinson. She is very intelligent, guys. Very, very intelligent. I think it's partially what did her in, because sometimes people consider themselves too intelligent. So yeah, I don't see it, Peter. They may try. They have tried. It won't work. I have nothing to hide, bro. I took no bribes. I took no money. I have nothing to be ashamed of in regards to my service as a board member. Now, people may want to pinpoint out, oh, the DWI and all this stuff. Guys, that was not as my function as a board member in the slightest, guys. It was outside the realm of my function as board member. And as well, the folks of Houston are panicking with the gas, long lines in my part of Houston. Well, that is where I think the breach came through, because from Houston, everything is transported up to the Northeast. So I could sort of understand why individuals up in Houston area would be a little bit concerned. But there's no one should fear that here locally. Stop hogging up all the gas. I hope I don't get blocked for this. If you watch the State of the City address that Trey did, lots of good things have happened to Brownsville in most recent years. You say, name one thing the city has done for the citizens, and the video names several things the city has done well. I'm not Trey Budkisser, by the way. Just want to bring attention to some good stuff that has happened in Brownsville. Let me say, Summer, part of the problem is it's stuff that cannot be attributed to the current administration. A lot of the great things that have happened to the city of Brownsville have been just because we are of our geography. And again, name one. And look, let me tell you, every single time we've been out here, Summer Ray, I've been out there promoting every great thing that happens in the city of Brownsville. Name one. Name one thing. I'll look for your comment. Name one thing. We may have a shortage of toilet paper, gasoline, but Brownsville has no shortage of corruption. Absolutely not, guys. Not in the minimal. Time to start learning to live like we're in the apocalypse. Improvise. If you bite tamales, save the corn husk to wipe your behind. I've never. I'm trying to remember if I ever used hojas de tamal para. I don't think I have. Maybe I can't remember. Good evening. Good evening, Royal. Love you, Papa. Good evening, Lucy. So, are we ready for summer? Vacation summer? Yes. But for hurricane season, absolutely not. Drones are much better than a wall. Can't even see the drone and covers hundreds of miles. If it helped eliminate the Taliban, it'll help with immigration. Yeah. But I think the drones, we used to throw rockets at the Taliban. I don't know if we want to throw rockets at our cousins crossing the border. But I see what you mean. Saludos. I inbox you some information about the gas. Thank you, Leroy. Love you, Papa. No eches la sal. I know. Peter, the pic from Mike Pineapple with a mayor is a realistic. Let me tell you guys that picture, Mike, me matas, me muero. Don't be up, Erasmo, no hurricane, please. Let me tell you guys, I don't want one. But let's be honest with ourselves. Are we due one? You better believe it. Hello, Rebecca Hermosa. Hello. City officials will never take responsibility because as long as they can pass the buck. Exactly right. Continue to pass the buck. True story. A lot of old people have told me there's alien ships underground along our coast that drive away hurricanes from Brownsville. I was 12 years old when an elderly lady first told me that at a bus stop. What was she smoking? Tell me what she was smoking and where can we get some of that? Good evening. That's what I've been to one in a million in Houston. Their breakfast burritos are good. I've been to the one in Austin, Texas. I think the one in Austin is the original one. All right. I mean, like, I gotta go to one in a million. I think it's more geared towards gringos and African Americans than Mexicans. I went to it like twice. It's just like, it's okay. Good evening, Sir. I love you, Bubba. You're my fave. You're my fave. Thank you, Auntie. Love you, Bubba. God bless. People don't encourage candidates from other places to infiltrate our community, government, business, activity. Rumor is that a candidate, the runoff, might have relations with a illegal group of mataflies. Oh, yeah, we call him part of the Mexican mafia. The ambassadors of good chill and relaxation. Erasmo, are you all doing on gas out there? Again, I put gas on Monday, guys, because my car was on empty. So my car, I drive around 2 weeks with a tank of gas. So I'm okay. Plus, today I went to Main Street Deli on my electric scooter, and I was going like, you all that have to be waiting in line for gas, I got a scooter. And I checked my riding scooter at home. Guys, that sucker's got a full tank of gas, $2.50 worth. Geez, regarding Boca Chica, it also affects the surrounding neighborhoods. A lot of traffic is coming through these neighborhoods at high speeds. These residential streets are not built to withstand such heavy traffic. They will be destroyed. And again, we go back into our streets get destroyed, our children's lives, our individuals and property are placed in danger, guys, because of exactly what Mike is saying. A lot of individuals try to avoid going through that mess that is Boca Chica, guys. It is a mess, a mess. Now it's a mess because of the construction of the dam medium, guys. But besides that, guys, the water, the flooding, but shut up, shut up, shut up. Hey, hey, Lucy, God, I need to watch that movie. Let me tell you, I love it. En Tlaltelolco. Ay, qué hermosura Tlaltelolco. Me encanta. We need bigger roads and drainage on Boca Chica. 100%. And again, let me tell you guys, it's a matter of priorities, Betty Rubble. Do we really need a median down Boca Chica? Maybe. Is it a priority for Boca Chica? And the answer is absolutely no. Again, guys, the money going down to downtown, guys. Guys, what the hell, man? The $10 million going downtown for what? I mean, would it be good for downtown? Yeah. Is it a priority in the city of Brownsville? Absolutely not, guys. Yeah, chale con downtown, chale. Those meetings are deadly accident waiting to happen. Then who would be blamed for some dangerous roads when that happens? City, TechStart, or both? No, let me tell you, the buck stops at the mayor's office. Unfortunately for us, we have a city commission and a mayor that is automatically going to blame TechStart, guys. And again, guys, and I went through the spiel with someone earlier today, guys. Guys, I've been to Austin. I've talked to the director of TechStart myself personally, guys. There is a lack of communication between our local leadership and directors in TechStart. That should not be, guys. It should not happen. They should have the ear of the director of TechStart every single time they plan to shut down a road or to fix a road or to mess up a road. But we don't. Because if it's not putting a damn dollar in their pocket, they don't care. But unfortunately for us, 90% of the people in Brownsville don't care either. Hola, Alfonso, ¿cómo estás? Yo, mama, and good evening. Good evening. Love you, Papa. ¿Dónde hay gas? I need some. Any gas station on International, guys, has gas. I did my research paper about Colombia. It's been oppressed for a very long time. It has, guys. And let me tell you, I will be there in August. I'm not going to say that I'm going to the volcanoes because Yvette might have me go on top of a volcano. Ya sepa, Mercedes tiene sus outlets y acá nada. Everyone else has great stuff. Buy LED lights. LED lights. I actually have an LED light right about here somewhere. Ahí está. So, if we as voters either get outnumbered or in most cases the wrong person is picked to represent us, what can we do? Commissioner Mujia never came back and seems others will imitate that example. We got to get stronger, unite, make our list, get ready for next election. That's all we can do, honestly. It's just up to us, guys. And, part of the question that we need to ask ourselves, do we really want to continue to be oppressed? Do we really want to grin and bear it? Or are we going to do what the people of Colombia are doing? Stand up and fight. Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their community. Does anyone remember where that comes from? Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid. Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their country. Does anyone remember where that comes from? Anyone? Unplug your coffee maker and you'll be all right. Well, I was actually starting to question because my coffee maker tends to sometimes stay on all night. Going like, could it be my coffee maker's fault that I'm paying $70 more a month? I don't think so. My husband, Barney, says that people in Brownsville are animals and want to go after the people trying to help the city, while others support their corrupt families members who hurt the cause. 100%. Goya products. Does the body good. Welcome to Muskville, Texas. Thank you. I can't wait to receive my package. Woo! The FBI can go through my phone. Nothing but Mitch. Don't put mental images in my head, Mike. What about Adela and the company Adela had with Atkinson? Adela's going to fry. I am going to be celebrating that whenever she gets indicted, guys. She is going to fry. She is a rata. She was in cahoots with Adela. She was a business partner with Sylvia, Adela and Sylvia, just like the mayor was. Guys, these aren't hearsay. They're facts. Well, that will be a short investigation. A tax saver indeed. Good evening, hermosa Monica. Time 9:35. I'm not doing too bad, guys. I'm only 11 minutes behind. Oh! Sorry, guys. Shout out to Hall Amesta from Cameron County. Hey, Hall. It's kind of funny, but I had church tonight. I had church from 7 to 8, and after worship service, one of the there's a couple of homeless people that sometimes visit our church, and he comes up to me and wants to give me this big old conversation, and I'm in my head, I'm going like, I got to get to the office. I got to get ready for the show, and so, but I don't want to be rude, so I'm there listening to him, and he's going off on this spiel about what coronavirus really is and stuff, and then he goes, "Hey, have you ever considered taking singing lessons?" And I'm going like, "Me?" He goes, "Yeah," and we're like, "No, do I need them?" He goes, "Yeah, you do." And I'm going like, "Oh, a homeless guy," because I led the last hymn at church. A homeless guy just said that I don't sing well. Guys, y'all heard me sing. I sing okay. He said that I just sang on one note. And we're like, I don't think that happens. Have y'all heard me sing? I sing nice. But I just wanted to laugh. The beach was to the Colonial Pipeline's main SCADA control center, which is in Georgia. Oh, was that the hub? I'm not sure. I know that when I saw the chart, John, the chart is like somehow started in Houston, that pipeline. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know. But you might be right. I have no idea. What about Elia and Atkinson trying to get some recordings? Atkinson was trying to get Judge Elia to say something that would she could hold against her to give to the FBI. She didn't get much. Papa, hola Juan Pablo, my traveling buddy. Love you, Papa. Good evening, Erasmo. Good evening. Bendiciones to you. Summer. SpaceX did not come because of Mayor Trey Mendez. SpaceX did not come because of the city commission. Let me tell you something, and I know for a fact, Summer, because SpaceX was what Tony Martinez ran on 6 years ago when I ran against him for mayor of the city of Brownsville. And let me tell you something. Even then, Mayor Martinez didn't do much in order to get SpaceX down here. That fell on our lap by accident, Summer. When mentioned about SpaceX, the mayor and the city commission said, well, It's Austin, the one that gave him the cash. Cameron County gave him some incentives, guys, because SpaceX is in Cameron County summer, not Brownsville. Brownsville had very little to do with SpaceX coming here. But you see how they distort things to make you believe? Because now you say you're not kissing the butt of the mayor, but you're out there defending their points. But you know what happens? Nobody does any damn research around here. No one researches anything. Do you really think that Trey Mendez had anything to do with SpaceX? Really? Come on. Guys, am I not doing a good enough job in educating my community in regards to what's going on here in the city of Brownsville, guys? Something else, Summer. Try something else. This commission, this mayor had nothing to do with SpaceX. Nothing. Do you think Atkinson is singing a la Abel Limas? 100%. Yes. Without a doubt. Do we have a plan for hurricanes? No. Do we need one? Yes. And if people are affected by a hurricane, it's because they also let me say something. If you don't pay taxes, yeah, then don't worry about blaming city officials. If you don't pay taxes in the city of Brownsville, yeah, then don't blame them. But in the wild case that you pay taxes, guess what? Guess what you're paying taxes for? For something. They have nothing. But you see, you pay taxes. I hope. It's like you enjoy getting screwed. Have you ever heard of the? I know that you might not be from here, but have you ever heard of the concept of the buck stops here? Does anyone remember who used that? The buck stops here. That's in a time when our presidents, our elected officials actually took responsibility for the inadequacies and the screw ups. Not like ours today here that are always pointing the finger everywhere. You don't have to blame the city officials. Summer, you all can continue to kiss their butt. We will continue to demand plan, preparedness, efficiency. With the tax dollars they get from the citizens of Brownsville and with all the money that comes in here because we are the poorest community in the country and the fourth least educated. Give me another one. She is smoking what Ben Nee sold her because they have similar beliefs. Stupidity, man. It really is stupidity. It's like they screw you, they screw your children's resources, they pocket everything, and people here are still defending them. Gosh almighty, man. Les encanta la mala vida. Median is coming to Alton Glore next. God. Well, look, on Alton Glore, it'd still be a mess. But let me say, there's less small business on Alton Glore, John, than there is on Boca Chica Boulevard. But that's because everything's still growing that way. Can you imagine 5 years from now, Alton Glore? Let me shut up. I used to go to a coffee shop next to Country Casuals, but it's a mess. I wonder why the owner hasn't voiced out. Oh, if you go, make sure you don't take your children with you. Charlie Brown. You could go. As long as you're an adult, you're fine. Don't take your children there. What is the reason for a medium on Boca Chica that money should be used for better drainage system rather than beautification? 100%. Again, it goes back to what is the real problem out there. Si llega un huracán, nos vamos para el Moro o el Potosí. That's my plan. Probably Potosí. I'm just wondering, at what point do we accept responsibility? We can't always blame again. I'm not. You are defending them. You are government. See, that's the lie that you have smoked. That's the lie that you've been made to believe. You are the government. You are the government. So you have a right to demand answers. Taxation without representation. Freedom of speech. You have the right. You've just been a sheep for far too long. Bah, bah, bah. You've been a sheep for far too long. Guys, the only way, the only reason that 90% of Brownsville are responsible for this mess here is because they voted for the wrong individuals to represent them at city leadership, at the district leadership. Summer, you are the government. So while we nitpick in regards to all the screw ups that the mayor of the city of Brownsville has made and the city commission, it really is a slap in the face to the people who voted them into office or the individuals who refuse to go to the voting box. It's y'all's fault because the buck stops here. Stop being sheep. Here in 511, right next to the school idea, traffic is crazy for leaving kids for school and pick up. What idea is on 511? Is it Robindale? No me acuerdo, Abraham. Love you, Papa. The medians are put in after a certain number of head-on collisions happen in a roadway, just like red lights at road crossing. Remember Dana Road crossing on you too? It's John, you remember that I used to put up a lot of badly parked cars, remember? And lost dogs. I just don't remember a lot of accidents on Boca Chica. Just makes no sense. I mean, there were accidents. Colombia has 15 volcanoes. Ah! Don't get any ideas. I'm only going for a week. Yes, now is the time. It uses the letters on a typewriter keyboard. Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their country. What do you think about Israel and Palestine conflict? I think the land is Israeli land, and I think that they're always going to be in fighting. I think the weapons that Palestinians are using to attack Israel are coming from Iran, and that my fear is that Israel doesn't take crap from anyone, and right now they've lost a lot of respect for the Joe Biden administration, guys. Before they had these conversations with President Trump and probably other presidents who were on the right. I don't think that Israel is going to take much crap from Palestine or from Iran for much longer. They have nuclear weapons. They will use. And do you blame them, guys? Do you blame Israel for defending themselves? I'm sorry, guys. I've seen the videos of the rockets going into Israeli territory. Iran better be very, very careful because Israel may be a small little nation out there. They are the strongest in the area. And the United States will have no choice but to defend Israel. Doesn't matter if Joe Biden is disrespecting Israel. Doesn't matter if the current administration is anti Semite, anti Israeli. They have a right. That's right, not right because there is no Z or X in that. Really? It's a typewriter drill press. No, it actually came back from a draft notice, I think, back in the 60s. Does anyone remember that? Hello, I'm late. You're very. Janet, you haven't seen you in a while. Reminder, more rain and power outages tonight. Charge your phones and keep flashlights handy. Stay off the streets. I sure hope not. Trust me. Good eat. Daniel! I love this guy. Hey, Papa. Need to have you back on Saturday. Very opinionated. Love you. So you support Goya, the ones who President publicly praised Trump? Does that make you, by association, a Trump contributor? Ah! I was waiting for someone to mention it. Goya. Agua de coco. No. The Colonial Pipeline's main office and SCADA control center is in Georgia. Their SCADA control room computer is what got hacked. That's the computer that controls the whole. Oh, awesome. But why does it? Have you seen the picture I put up? Why does it start in Houston? I honestly don't know what the hell is going on. SpaceX is here because of those aliens living like hippies under the dunes. Just ask that old lady at the bus stop. You and Mike are smoking again. Paying taxes for the blind, leading the blind. Crazy stuff. So, Ray, you're killing me. Smalls, Boca Chica location on Earth is why SpaceX is here. Exactly. Not because of the politicians. Ponle casa al mayor. 100%, guys. It is all about location. And I shared this with y'all sometime back. I remember a time when they were debating where they were going to have Cape Canaveral. And call me crazy, but there was a spot that was even more amazing for Cape Canaveral in Zaragoza, el estado de Zacatecas, somewhere around there. But the Mexican government refused to let them build. It would have been good for Mexico. No city is prepared for a Category 5 hurricane. And they are prepared. Brownsville, no matter what, will be devastated by a Category 5. The problem comes from a community of people that can't do a damn thing for themselves. They have to rely on others for their daily existence. They will be the ones that die. I'm going to say the same thing that I said during COVID-19. I'm sorry, during the February freeze. I'm spitting out coconut. Got to be prepared for something, John. Got to be prepared for something. And the city, one of their duties is to be prepared for something. Unfortunately, they're prepared for nothing. Good evening. Good evening. I hope that the haters aren't provoking you just as bad. The good news, Brownsville will slowly start getting rid of these guys. Just look at how close Brownsville was to unseat the Penguina. Don't worry. I'm still going to be around for a long, long time, my man. But yes, it's coming. In August, in Colombia, I'll be there. Have you asked why not take your children there? Have you asked why not take your children there? To Colombia? Why no kids at the coffee shop? The owner is a cheater or what? Oh no, because the individual that's out there managing the place is actually a sexual predator. A registered sexual predator. Why no children at the coffee shop though? Registered sexual predator. Adults can go. Never saw any children. They're always coffee shops finishing my cut off sentence. See, now I want to know. Seemed like a nice place way before COVID. Check your sexual predator registry. Rock Park in Bogota Festival, Petronio Pacific Coast African Festival, and Feria de las Flores event in Medellin. Rock Parque, Parque de la Roca, that one I might go to. Erasmo Castro, Todd Barfiend, Barfiend. Sorry if I messed up your name, Todd. Beautiful last name. Yes, right. If I go speak my mind or ask questions, I will be escorted with handcuffs on and hid behind their lies. They hide behind their lies. 100%. Smash that like button, guys. I can't see how many people have hit that like button on YouTube, but smash that like button. Right next to Lopez High School. Oh, yes. Yes. That's where you got me confused. It's not really on 511, though. It's on Danbury and California Road, no? But I know which one you're talking about now. I miss Maggie. I miss Maggie, too. Erasmo Castro for president. Todd for president. Or I could be president. You could be my vice president. Castro and Barnfield. Barnfield. I love your last name. Mr. Erasmo, who was your favorite mayor back in the past who really did something for Brownsville? No comment. Let me say, guys, I was one of those folks back in the day that I had no clue who the mayor was. I had absolutely no clue what form of local city government we had. I was one of those that que te valga. I was a sheep. I am a sheep no more. The Grinch says it's time to get rid of all the city leaders to make the city great. Amen. Come on, man. I love Israel. But Palestine was there before the Israelites. Is this primarily based on the Bible rhetoric? Like go called the news of Israel and basically told them to take over? Yeah. Well, if you're asking me my opinion, yes, guys. Let me tell you, Israel had claim to that property because that property was assigned to them by God in Scripture. So yeah, is Israeli land. Where Israel screwed up is that they made alliances with a lot of the Palestinians out there, Palestinian people, Canaan people, Canaanites. Sorry. I respect everyone's opinion. I agree with Summer. It is our responsibility to be prepared for hurricane, but it is responsibility of city officials to also respond to citizens' needs. For example, I can't go fix Boca Chica with the floods. Yeah, look, Roxanne, let's go back into the FEMA Dome. FEMA Dome is sustained with our tax dollars. 25% of it was paid with our tax revenue. 75% was a gift from FEMA. We don't have control over the FEMA Dome. Elected officials do. So what happens when the FEMA Dome that we paid for isn't available to the citizens of Brownsville? Who do we blame? Each other? Or we blame the city leadership that we elected to oversee these resources? We can't go up there and open the FEMA Dome. We can't. And that's just an example. Guys, that is what they're there for, to prepare for something. Now, take into consideration, Roxanne and Summer, we're paying the city manager's office over over $1 million, close to $1 million a year. Have you ever asked yourselves why we're paying them $1 million? Why we're spending $1.5 million on consultants? Guys, it's your money. It's your money. Do Christians tend to support Israel due to religious reasons? Generally curious. Uh, they do. A lot of people do. I don't. A lot of people, a lot of religious folk will go out there and say, "Oh, Israel is God's children from the Old Testament, so we have to love Israel." No, man, I don't buy that. Uh, People that actually study Scripture know that the new Israel is who we need to focus on. That is the church. But yeah, that is one of the reasons why a lot of these Christian groups are out there like all pro Israel. They're not God's children anymore. God's children are part of the church. Gentile and Jew. Israel is made up of is a made up country that has land taken away from the Palestinians after World War II when no countries wanted the Jews. They were that were freed from Germany. Was Judge Cornejo involved with the whole Atkinson thing? Not the movie deal, in no way, shape, or form. Not the movie deal. In other things, I'm not sure. The refineries are in Houston that feeds that. That's why I saw that line up there. I was just curious. I didn't know, honestly. The oil is produced in Houston, then piped to the East Coast. Andale. Makes sense. The prophecies of the Bible are being fulfilled about Israel. They will suffer, but as always, they will win the war because God protects them, Israel. This is a part of the religious belief. I don't tend to buy that too much. The ranch is prepared for the apocalypse. The ranch better be prepared for May Thanksgiving because I'm ready. Mr. C, if you were approached by extraterrestrials and they offered their assistance to clean up our city's corruption, would you consider? Yeah. It just sucks that just because I disagree or want to be open other views, that makes me a sheep. No, I didn't say that. I said anyone. Listen, listen. Are you listening? Anyone that would grin and bear it, anyone that would bend over and take it and not be concerned about their tax dollars or hold the elected officials accountable, those people are sheep. If you consider yourself a sheep, then you're a sheep. Anyone who does not stand up to the corrupt political machine, who votes for the corrupt political machine, who supports, they are sheep. That just depends on you. If you are out there not fighting for your tax dollars, if you are out there letting the corrupt political machine that continuously steals from our children, if you're out there going like, te valga, it's okay, you're a sheep. And I just said I was a sheep. Did you not listen to me? I just said I was a sheep when I was asked the question in regards to who was my favorite mayor. I was a sheep. Didn't even know what form of government we had. I did no research. I didn't care. I've been there, Summer. Stop being there. And if you are one of those folks, you are a sheep. It's that simple. Just don't be one of those folks. Hey, Alejandra. Doc Berry. Yeah, Doc Berry. That's the name of the sheep. What did I say? You always say you welcome. Well, yeah. I haven't blocked you. You're still conversing. I'm welcoming free speech. I don't agree with your free speech. I have that right. Inbox me what coffee shop? Angelitas. I meant to say, guys, I don't have to go out there and I don't have to go out there and say things in private, in inbox. I say things as I see them openly with my name behind it. Good night. It's late and rise and shine at 6 a.m. Love you, mi amor. Brownsville turned the FEMA Dome in the sports park into a basketball arena. No generators. The city manager has no idea what his duties are. He's used to sell fake books at the Pulga. That's why I agree. City officials have to take responsibility. I hate the current officials. They have done nothing, so I slightly agree with Summer, but I don't agree with not blaming them. No, let me say, I agree that, and I've said this, Roxanne, you know this, it's our fault. Ultimately, the buck stops with the voters. It's the voters' fault. Why do we spend $2 trillion in the Middle East and complain about our infrastructure? Todd's a bright man. Ya pusiste gas, Erasmo. I got a scooter. I want to go to White Ranch. Can we? I'm going. How do you explain God and aliens? I don't know. God exists. Aliens might. If aliens want to, if aliens want to do alien experiments on you, would you let them? It depends on how good looking they are. It depends on if they buy me dinner and take me to a movie. Not space. Oh! Same. Depends on how good looking they are. It depends if they take me to dinner and a movie. Gog y Magog could be maybe right. I'm not sure. Help. Gog y Magog eran los gigantes. Isn't it? Gog y Magog? Yes, it's our fault. It is our fault, guys. And I've said that regularly. I've said that constantly, guys. As long as we continue to be blinded by the que te valga mentality, it's our fault. Aliens are demons. El cucuy. Guys, have a great, great evening. Thank y'all so much for still coming on, supporting. Guys, I will be going to Los Cabos, Baja California this month. I will be going to Colombia in August. I'm going to stand with the people as they fight for freedom, fight against tyranny, fight against oppression, guys, and pray that my people here in the city of Brownsville will soon learn to do the same. It's my hope. I want to get inspiration from them. That's why I'm going. Amen, brother. Guys, have a great, great evening. I love most of y'all. And Summer, no te enojes conmigo. Don't be upset. As the eat rats. Thanksgiving in May. That's what I'm waiting for. Guys, social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer, guys, please. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, guys. Hopefully there'll be electricity. Guys, be good to each other. And please, please, please continue to be good to me. God bless.